I would now ask you to please rise. The recipients of the Order of Nova Scotia. Mrs. Viola Robinson, Chair, Order of Nova Scotia Advisory Council. The Honourable Darrell Dexter, Premier of Nova Scotia. Her Honour, the Honourable May-Ann Francis, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good morning. My name is Florence Assine, and I am the Chief of Protocol for the Province and Secretary of the Order of Nova Scotia. In that capacity, I am honored to act as MC at this historic event. On behalf of Her Honour and the Premier, I would like to welcome you to the 10th anniversary ceremony for the Order of Nova Scotia and the investiture of the 2011 recipients of the Order of Nova Scotia. I will shortly begin the ceremony by reading a citation for each recipient, who will then be invested into the Order by Her Honour and receive a citation from the Premier. Each recipient will then sign the official Book of Records, which becomes archival. I would now call on the Honourable Wayne Adams to come forward. Wayne Adams is an entrepreneur, community leader, pioneer, politician, and human rights advocate. He is a role model within his community and an inspiration to many Nova Scotians. Dr. Adams entered provincial politics in 1993, becoming the first African Nova Scotian member of the Legislative Assembly and Cabinet Minister. As Minister of the Environment, he introduced the most comprehensive solid waste management strategy in Canada, making Nova Scotia a world leader in the recycling industry. He introduced the Wilderness Areas Protection Act, which protects nearly 20% of our pristine wilderness for future generations. As Minister of Emergency Measures, he introduced Canada's first fully integrated emergency 9/11 system. A founding member and former executive director of the Black Cultural Centre, Dr. Adams was instrumental in establishing the Preston Development Fund, which evolved into the highly successful Black Business Initiative. Dr. Adams was awarded the Harry Jerome Award for Black Community Leadership, the Rotary Club's International Four-Way Test Award, and an honorary doctorate in civil laws from St. Mary's University. He became a member of the Order of Canada in 2003 and was named the Halifax Chamber of Commerce Person of the Year in 2004. Dr. Adams is in demand as a speaker on Black history, community development, environmental and social issues, and business opportunities. Wayne Adams has dedicated his life to his community and his province. This includes over 40 years of volunteer service. He considers every obstacle a challenge and an opportunity. He inspires others, leads by example, and promotes social responsibility. Your Honor, I present the Honourable Wayne Adams for investiture. I would now call on Sir Graham Day to come forward. Sir Graham Day is internationally recognized as a business titan and one of the most influential lawyers in Canada. He has served as an advisor to several of the largest companies in Nova Scotia, as well as to numerous corporations in Canada and abroad. His career has spanned many continents and impacted significantly on business, education, and government. Sir Graham is a scholar with a passion for history and the classics. He taught at Dalhousie University, where he served 2 terms as Chancellor. He has received honorary degrees from Dalhousie University and from several universities in the United Kingdom. In 2010, a scholarship fund was raised in his honor to recognize his immense contribution to Nova Scotia business. Sir Graham dedicated the fund to the Faculty of Management at Dalhousie University to support students who want to enter family businesses or gain experience in trade and transportation or government. His service and support to those in need has been evident throughout his life. He is heralded by both captains of industry and small local entrepreneurs for his willingness to lend a guiding hand and share his vast business knowledge. Sir Graham has contributed generously to the cultural and educational communities in Nova Scotia. He is a strong advocate for local artists and authors. Sir Graham was knighted in 1989 by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. He has been inducted into both the Nova Scotia Business Hall of Fame and Canadian Business Hall of Fame. Your Honour, I present Sir Graham Day for investiture. I would now call on Bruce Mckinnon to come forward. Have You Seen Today's Mckinnon opens daily conversation among many Nova Scotians. Bruce Mckinnon's insightful editorial cartoons are renowned for their humor, precision, and power. His pen slices to the heart of news stories, capturing the essence of an issue or a personality in a few deft strokes and summing up the gut feeling of average Nova Scotians. Mr. Mckinnon was only 14 when he was hired to draw cartoons for a local weekly. He continued to work for publications throughout high school and university. He started a weekly editorial cartoon for the Chronicle Herald in 1985. He has received 15 Atlantic Journalism Awards and 2 National Newspaper Awards, and placed second in the 2004 World Press Cartoon Competition. In 1996, he was awarded an honorary doctorate by St. Mary's University for his work in editorial cartooning. Mr. Mckinnon is highly respected for maintaining strict standards and professional excellence in his field. His cartoons are pointed, but never cruel. He is considered one of the best political cartoonists in Canada, with thousands of readers and both national and international accolades. Mr. Mckinnon's decision to stay in Nova Scotia despite offers from elsewhere demonstrates his deep attachment to this province, its people, and culture, as does his ongoing generosity in donating time and countless signed prints to charitable organizations. Bruce Mckinnon has brought distinction to Nova Scotia by shining a spotlight on issues that affect the daily lives of its citizens, and by doing so with compassion and humor. Your Honor, I present Bruce Mckinnon for investiture. I would now call on Joseph Marshall to come forward. Joseph Marshall, a member of the Eskasoni First Nation, has dedicated his life to advocating for the rights of the Mi'kmaq. He is an Aboriginal veteran, esteemed leader, role model, and mentor. Mr. Marshall is the Executive Director and a founding member of the Union of Nova Scotia Indians, a tribal council created in 1969 to provide a unified voice for the Mi'kmaq people in Nova Scotia. The organization recently celebrated its 41st anniversary, a testimony to Mr. Marshall's vision and dedication. Since 2004, Mr. Marshall has been Senior Mi'kmaq Advisor to the Mi'kmaq Rights Initiative, guiding the Mi'kmaq and the Assembly of Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq Chiefs as they proceed through the negotiation of Aboriginal and treaty rights with the province of Nova Scotia and the federal government. Mr. Marshall retired as Associate Professor of Mi'kmaq Studies and Political Science from Cape Breton University in 2005. While at the university, he was instrumental in the formation of the Mi'kmaq College Institute and the creation of Mi'kmaq Studies as a disciplinary subject. Mr. Marshall was recently appointed to the Department of Natural Resources Steering Panel by the Assembly of Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq Chiefs, demonstrating the respect with which he is held by Mi'kmaq leaders. The mandate of the panel is to oversee the development of a new strategy governing the province's natural resources. Joseph Marshall is hardworking, gentle, and soft-spoken, but when he speaks, others listen. He is guided by the knowledge that his work is for our grandchildren's future. Your Honor, I present Joseph Marshall for investiture. I would now call on Budge Wilson to come forward. A world-renowned writer, acclaimed for her talent, passion, and creative spirit, Budge Wilson is a mainstay in Nova Scotia's cultural community. Dr. Wilson began her literary career late in life. She has published 33 books with 30 foreign editions in 14 languages. Her stories appear in numerous anthologies as well as in Braille and talking books. Her Before Green Gables book is widely recognized as a groundbreaking text. Her story collection, The Leaving, was named by the American Library Association as one of the 75 best children's books of the last 25 years. Her short story collection, Friendships, was a finalist for a Governor General's Award in 2006. Dr. Wilson is a mentor and an inspiration to many writers. She has been invited to give readings, talks, and workshops in libraries, schools, and universities across Canada. She is in demand at conferences and national book festivals and has represented Canada at international book fairs. Dr. Wilson gives of her time tirelessly and generously to support writers and to promote a love of reading and literature. The Writers' Federation of Nova Scotia paid tribute to her by naming one of the Atlantic Writing Competition prizes the Budge Wilson Short Story Prize. Dr. Wilson received the Order of Canada in 2004. She was awarded an honorary doctorate from Dalhousie University in 2010. As a cultural ambassador for Nova Scotia, Budge Wilson has been recognized by her peers and readers for her lifetime achievement and her contribution to the literary world. Your Honor, I present Budge Wilson for investiture. I would now ask the recipients to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2011 recipients of the Order of Nova Scotia. Please be seated. We will now proceed with the musical portion of the program. Since 2002, the Order of Nova Scotia Ceremony has profiled outstanding young performers who excel in their chosen field. Their dedication and commitment to their art has been exemplary, and we are proud to profile them at the ceremony. This year's performer is Renee Smith. Renee has been singing and playing the piano since the age of 5. She was awarded the Portia White Prize for Excellence in Vocal Performance and chosen to represent Nova Scotia at the 2011 Winter Games. Renee also received the prestigious President's Award from the Black Cultural Centre. Renee will perform You Raise Me Up. Please welcome Renee Smith.
You
Thank you, Rini. It's extraordinary. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Diana Torbert on piano. Thank you, Diana. I would now call on Her Honour, the Honourable May-Ann Francis, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia and Chancellor of the Order of Nova Scotia, for remarks. Your Honour.
Premier Dexter, members of the Order of Nova Scotia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As the representative of Her Majesty the Queen in Nova Scotia and Chancellor of the Order of Nova Scotia, it is a great pleasure to be with you today as we celebrate exemplary citizenship, achievement, and the 10th anniversary of our province's highest honor. Civil societies around the globe recognize the attributes of exemplary citizenship, and we are right to celebrate passion, commitment, and drive. For the 5 individuals invested today and those who have become members of the Order of the past decade, all have demonstrated they possess remarkable qualities. The 2011 honors list of 5 individuals, Wayne Adams, Sir Graham Day, Bruce Mckinnon, Joseph Benjamin Marshall, and Budge Wilson, is indicative of the diversity, strength, and breadth of contributions that Nova Scotians make to our province and our country. They are exemplars of all citizens, and we can take much from their dedication and search for excellence in their respective fields. I will not dwell on the character or caliber of this year's recipients of the Order. Rather, I would like to briefly reflect on the nature of our provincial order. The Order of Nova Scotia exemplifies what it means to be an outstanding contributor to the life and being of our province. Honors in Canada are a tangible way in which the Crown, on behalf of the people, recognizes those who strive to give us positive notoriety and who ultimately make our community, province, and country a better place to live. Selected by a nonpartisan arm's-length committee of peers through grassroots nominations, you are truly in receipt of a pure honor that recognizes service and dedication of the highest order. Few honor systems around the world are so focused upon grassroots and politically neutral processes. But in Canada, we are blessed with balance and a high degree of equality in our various provincial and national honors. Exemplars of the highest honor and order of all Nova Scotians, especially our young people, need to see that a life of full personal accomplishment and success can create a tremendous benefit for others. You join 61 other members of the Order who have been appointed since 2002. As with your predecessors, you embody the true spirit of this Order. Bring honor and prestige not only to yourself, but to Nova Scotia. Please accept my congratulations on behalf of the Crown and from a grateful province for all that you have done for Nova Scotia, for your own communities, and for Canada. We are deeply grateful for your leadership and for what you will continue to stand for as we go forward in 2020 2011, and 2012, and beyond. So once again, my sincere congratulations. It's been an honor and a privilege for me to bestow upon you the Order of Nova Scotia. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honour. I would now call on the Honourable Darrell Dexter, Premier of Nova Scotia, for remarks. Premier.
Your Honour, honoured recipients, my colleagues in the legislature, distinguished guests, family and friends. Today marks the 10th anniversary of the Order of Nova Scotia. That's a decade of the province recognizing Nova Scotians who have gone above and beyond to improve their communities, make life better for families, and bring about lasting change. One of the most impressive things about this prestigious honor is the range of occupations, cultures, and backgrounds that its recipients reflect. In its 10 years, activists, writers, artists, medical professionals, musicians, business leaders, politicians, philanthropists, and many, many more have been invested. In most instances, the recipients are vastly different in what they are being honored for, but in all cases, the people receiving the Order of Nova Scotia are passionate, creative, and inspiring Nova Scotians. They have all made a difference in their communities and bring prestige to the province. This year's recipients are no exception. Today, 5 new Nova Scotians receive this honor. Mr. Wayne Adams, your involvement in building organizations, including your role in the development of the Black Cultural Centre, has shown you as a true leader. You've helped people seize opportunities to better themselves and show their community spirit. The work you've done as a municipal councillor and as a member of the legislature has benefited Nova Scotians in so many ways. Making sure that Nova Scotians have access to help in emergency situations and protecting the province's wilderness areas are only some of the great things that you have achieved. You made history in 1993 in a way that continues to make this province focused on opportunity for all of its citizens. And for that, we owe you a huge thanks. So Graham Day, your exceptional skills, expert advice, and passion for everything that you're involved in has helped to continually improve the Nova Scotia business community. Your achievements as a highly successful lawyer and businessman have also benefited companies nationally and internationally. Yet you have remained a great Nova Scotian no matter where in the world you have worked. Most of all, your willingness to share your knowledge and to help students and business leaders realize their own potential is creating a legacy that will continue for many, many years to come. And to Bruce Mckinnon, as you heard earlier, most Nova Scotians know what you're talking about when someone says, "Have you seen Mckinnon today?" I must say I hear that more and more with trepidation. Your brilliant work to summarize issues that matter to Nova Scotians in a single frame and to illustrate ideas in a way that people will understand and appreciate and discuss. Now, as I said, having been the subject of your political and social satire on more than one occasion, I can tell you that people do indeed talk about your cartoons. I know that engaging people on issues of policy, legislation, and current affairs is not an easy task. At times it can be downright difficult, but you are able to do it in a way that is both fun and pointed. That's a real gift. Mr. Joseph Marshall, you're a wonderful example of what people can achieve with the drive and spirit to make things better for your community and for future generations. As the Executive Director and founding member of the Union of Nova Scotia Indians, you have provided an avenue for people to speak out on issues of importance to the Aboriginal community and to improve life for the Mi'kmaq Nation. You have given those you represent a way to be heard, provincially and federally, for the past 40 years. Your perseverance and achievement is appreciated by the First Peoples you serve and by the province of Nova Scotia. And finally, Budge Wilson. It is an amazing thing when people discover their true passion and then share it with the whole world. Your books and stories have long delighted young people across the province and around the globe. Through your readings and workshops, you have shown people that they too can achieve their dreams. Your creativity is boundless. You are able to build on one of the country's most loved stories and revive Anne of Green Gables for a new generation. It is our good fortune that you live among us as an engaged citizen while creating such beloved books. You're indeed a wonderful role model and a true talent. To all of our honored recipients, you're a source of pride for the people of Nova Scotia. You inspire us all to do better. And I'm proud to stand here with you today and offer my thanks and congratulations. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Order of Nova Scotia Advisory Committee, as well as their new chair and past recipient, Viola Robinson, for your great work in selecting this year's honorees. Congratulations to everyone involved in the Order of Nova Scotia on the 10 amazing years, and I wish you all the best for the next 10. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier. I would now call on Mrs. Viola Robinson, Chair, Order of the Nova Scotia Advisory Council, for remarks. Viola.
Your Honor, Mr. Premier, honored recipients, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out to celebrate with us today. I see friends and family who have come in support of our 5 new Order of Nova Scotia recipients, and I can feel the joy in the room. I am honored to be here. This is my first investiture ceremony as chair of the Advisory Council, and I am so pleased to be able to share this day with such wonderful and inspiring recipients. You have made a difference in our communities, for our youth, and for all Nova Scotians. My sincere thanks for all of your contributions. I have to admit that I didn't quite know what to expect when assuming the role of the chair. I understood the process for nomination and that I would be part of the council that would select the recipients. I underestimated how personally rewarding it would be. I was touched by the many Nova Scotians who took the time to nominate a friend, a community member, and in some cases strangers, simply because they wanted to thank them for the contributions they have made. These people display remarkable community spirit. I was also amazed by the character and contributions of the many Nova Scotians who were nominated. This year, we received 76 nominations, one of the highest to date. The nominees came from different backgrounds and made a variety of contributions. They have made Nova Scotia a better place, and for that I am thankful. As you can imagine, it wasn't easy selecting the recipients. However, the Council agreed that the recipients here today have made significant and valuable contributions to our province and deserve to be recognized. The Order of Nova Scotia is special every year, but this year is a real milestone. The Order is 10 years old. I couldn't be happier with our 10th group of recipients. They are remarkable Nova Scotians. I encourage all Nova Scotians to continue to nominate and renominate people for the Order of Nova Scotia. Even as a smaller province, our participation in nominating for an order is among the highest in the country. With the continued support of Nova Scotians, I know the next 10 years will be as successful as the last. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the recipients and their families for coming today and for the great work that they do. To the members of the Advisory Council who dedicated their time and guided me through this process. And to everyone here today who came to celebrate this monumental occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Order of Nova Scotia ceremony. Please rise and join Renee Smith in singing the national anthem. Please remain standing for the departure of the Lieutenant Governor and the Premier. To proceed to the Veterans Room for the official photograph. I would now ask Mrs. Robinson and the members.